You might have not heard from me in a few weeks time, or a few days time, at least not when it comes down to a real review of a product like I've always been doing. And that is because, well, 2 or 3 days ago I went to the post office and I got this. This box was actually sent to me all the way from the United States of America because, well, most stuff I get is from the USA. Actually, I got 2 boxes and I just decided to put everything I got into one box. But basically, I got a lot of books sent to my doorstep and I'm actually just reading through a lot of it right now. So I was just thinking, why not just quickly go through everything I gotten, give you my first thoughts on everything, whether or not I will review it on my channel, because like you people know, I only feature stuff on my channel that I really, really like. So let's just check out what we got in here. The first few products I've gotten are from the ever amazing Kobold Press. And as you probably know, they are still endorsing my channel and they're making sure I do not have to run any ads on this channel. In return, I give all of their books, if I get them, priority on my channel. That does not mean that I only give them positive reviews. My channel, I only review stuff that I really, really like, and that's also for Kobold Press. For example, there is a book in here that I have problems with for some reason, but I will talk about that in a bit. The first 2 books I'm holding in my hand here are Cat and Mouse and The Tomb of Mercy. And why am I holding them both in my hand? That's because Kobold Press has a line of products where they create a very short dungeon crawls or very short one-shot, maybe 2 sessions, 3 session long adventures that are just made to put into your campaign. Now, I like these very much, and I even think that the best stuff from Kobold Press is in these short adventures. Yes, their Midgard campaign setting is very good. Yes, their Creature Codex and the Tomb of Beasts, Tome of Beasts is very good. But I think their best humor and their best lightliness is in here, and also some of their best artwork is in these things. First of all, like the cover is amazing. Then there is this this cool artwork we are used to by Kobold Press. I mean, I'm repeating myself, I know, but I really like the artwork of Kobold Press. And as you can see, this is only like 22 or, okay, no, 23 pages thick, and it's like a one-shot, maybe 2 sessions long adventure. I really like this kind of stuff. It's full of great artwork. People that work on these products have amazing talent. This is an 8-level adventure, and well, Kobold Press has short adventures for about any level, and if they're not for the level you want them to be, just change the level a little bit because it's not really that hard. Then there is something I like a bit less, and that's not because it's bad, because I have no way of knowing it, because I haven't read a word that's in here for some reason. Well, the reason is that I have a lot on my shelf right now and I have to read through everything, at least the introductions and everything, but this hasn't come up, and the reason for that is they've done something I'm really not used to from Kobold Press. This thing is entirely in black and white. I mean, there's nothing wrong with black and white. There's nothing wrong with walls and walls and walls of text. But for Kobold Press, I don't know what their plan is with this or what they are setting. Maybe once I read it, I'm like, okay, now I see it. It's in black and white and that's freaking cool. But as of now, I'm just giving other books from Kobold Press priority over this one. It's just, you know, when you get a lot of books in your hand, there's always that one book you read as last and there's one book you read first. That's just the way it goes, and this just comes last for me at the moment right now. But of course, I will, of course, start reading it because it's Kobold Press. And the last thing from Kobold Press is Gremmalkin. I've read a lot of great reviews about this and I have not yet read through it. I've read the introduction and I kind of like what's going on in this adventure, but I haven't gone any further than that. I just know basically what's going on. I will not spoil it if I decide to review it, which I probably will because it's again a great adventure. This one is for level 5 to level 8, so it's a bigger adventure. There's more going on, there's more lore behind the adventure, so yeah, it's also set in Midgard. I will probably review it, so I will not spoil it here, but again, this is one of those things that is on my shelf right now, and if you want to see a review of it, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell button, and do everything you can to be the first one to see my review. Thank you. A while ago, I discovered a company that got immediately got my attention, and that is Jetpack 7. Usually, companies that haven't created a lot of stuff yet, they tend to create stuff that isn't that good or has a lot of potential but still needs some room for improvement. And then I opened Masters and Minions. I am just, first of all, I opened it up and I saw the cover and it was wrapped in plastic. And I saw the cover and I was like, yeah, that's cool. I removed the plastic from it and the colors on this thing popped out. I don't know if how well it pops out on video, but this is a book. It just feels like I'm holding a Wizards of the Coast book right here. It's just such an amazing thing. It is not the thickest book, but basically what is it? It is a book that about Masters and Minions, and they're just like a few, I don't know, 12 or something, maybe more. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 Masters in here, each and every single one with their minions. For example, this one, which is a green girl with a dog made out of trees. All kinds of that stuff is in here. I will most definitely do a review of this, but don't wait for that review. No, just don't watch that review. Don't watch it. If it comes online, don't watch it. I don't want you to watch it. I want you to go out and buy the living crap out of this thing. I'm serious. This is... They also sent me another book, which is Gods and Goddesses. Goddesses. Is that even a word? Goddesses, gods and goddesses. I'm not a native English speaker, so I have never heard of goddesses. I always assumed that female gods were also just gods. Anyway, this is a book about gods and goddesses, and this book is, well, basically full of gods and goddesses. Also, there's a lot of great stuff in here. I have to say, I haven't really looked into this as deeply as into Masters and Minions, but it's kind of the same deal. But the major difference is that all of these creatures seem to have a level 30, well, a 30, challenge rating 30. So they're all like the highest level of mobs you can ever defeat is like challenge rating 30 is really, really high. So yeah, they're like endgame stuff. I like this, but I have now played Dungeons & Dragons for 16 to 17 years almost, and I've never hit max level. None of my parties ever did, and none of my characters ever did hit max level. We're now on our way, and we're probably will hit max level, but I just don't see the usage of this thing as much as the Masters and Minions book, because this is for every level and this is just all big stuff. This book is full of big, huge stuff to defeat, so if you're into building level 20 characters or parties and you want to defeat some gods, very cool artwork, very cool design. Jetpack 7, I've become a really, really big fan of your work. I actually lied to you guys because there's another thing by Kobold Press. And there is this little paperback thingy that looks like it just came out of your home printer. And it is like a small little book, and when you're holding it, you're like, what's this? This is just what's this? This looks like some of these things you get in school, but this is actually very cool. What is it? Is a series called Warlock by Kobold Press, and you get these things as a reward if you are a Patreon supporter. For them. There is a level of Patreon supporting that you get these things in PDF, and there is a level of Patreon supporting that you actually get this copy thing printed out for you, if I'm not mistaken. The thing is, everything of this book just has one team. For example, this is the city of Brass, which is a city that it's a genie city. So genies, like the genies that can grant you wishes, live in this city, and there's all kinds of stuff going on, and it's just a book full of ideas you can use in your campaign, and you can just read this and put this city into your campaign somewhere. I know they have one on undead, just like all kinds of stuff about undead, and again, they're written with some great humor, they're written with some great depth like we're used to by Kobold Press. It's just a very nice little thing to have, and it's just one of those things if you have like a train ride and you have to go to work with a train or whatever, you just sit back, read this. It takes you like 1 train rides. Depends on where you're going, of course. Just a little extra, you know, if you're into this kind of stuff. It's really worth it. I mean, you can always try to become a Patreon supporter and read one of the PDFs before you do this, before you get the printed version. But anyway, make sure to check it out. That's a lot of stuff to read. So I want to hear from you guys. Honestly, I really want to hear from you guys. Is there any of these books? Are there any of these books that you want to hear from first? Are there any of these books you want to see a review from by me? Make sure to hit me up in the comments below, because I am really reading every comment. I'm reading literally every comment. I'm actually replying to as many comments as I can. So if you have any books that you want me to review, make sure to hit me up in the comments below. Also, you can do me a big favor by hitting that bell button that's next to the subscribe button, because you will get noticed when I upload a video, and you will be the first one to watch, and it gives me more views, and more views means more views. Anyway, if you want to see any of my reviews, make sure to hit one of these videos right here. If I have warmed your heart for the products of Kobold Press, make sure to go in the description below, because there should be a link in there where my playlist of my reviews for Kobold Press is. So I've made a dedicated playlist for my reviews of products by Kobold Press. Make sure to check that out, and I hope your inspiration may guide you.